Hello, welcome to Miss Bell's channel. Thank you for coming back to class. Today we are going to learn about the continents and oceans, and so I'm going to be teaching you where each continent is and where all of the oceans are. And then one of my favorite ways to learn is to play games, so we will play trivia with the continents. So good luck to you. And first I'm going to start by telling you where all of the oceans are, and then we'll talk about continents. Okay? So there are 5 oceans. There is the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, and the Southern Ocean. So I'm going to label all of them on our map here of the world, and as you can tell, some of the continents look a little smaller than they actually are, but if you were to see this on a globe, it would make more sense, but we don't have a globe today. So first one I'm going to start with, this is probably one of the easier ones to remember if you know north, east, south, and west. You can figure out that this ocean is the Southern Ocean. So that's southern. And I know that this country right here is India, so this is the Indian Ocean. We always want to make sure that we capitalize the names of our oceans because they're names of specific places. Right here is our Atlantic Ocean. Up here, does anyone know what's up here? What habitat? When we talked about habitats, it's not Antarctica, but what is up there? Sometimes you can call it the North Pole. It's another way to think about. Yes, up there is the Arctic Ocean. And we have one more ocean, and that ocean is the Pacific Ocean. So I'm going to write it on both sides because if I were to make this map into a globe or a sphere, like the shape of the Earth, both of these would connect and they would be one ocean. Okay, so now that we know our 5 oceans, I'm just going to review them for you, and then we will identify the continents. So this is our Southern Ocean, Pacific, this area, and this area, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, and Arctic Ocean. Okay, so who is ready to learn the continents now? Good. So continents are just large land masses. So there are 7 continents. The continents are North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, and Antarctica. So there's 7 continents. So I'm going to label them, and then I'm going to test you and see what you know about each continent. Okay? So this continent is North America. So if that's North America, what do you think this might be right here? What continent do you think that is? It's not Africa. If this is North America, what other continent has America in it? Yes, it is South America. Once again, we always want to capitalize the names of our continents. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do is this one down here. So this one no one lives on. It's very, very cold, and this is Antarctica. This one over here is the smallest continent, and this one is Australia. Then the next continent is Africa. And that's where a lot of safari animals, if you've seen the movie Madagascar, that's the island of Madagascar. And this continent, which continent is that, do you think? It's not Asia. Asia is the largest continent, and that doesn't look like the largest continent. Good, it is Europe. Which leaves us with our last continent, Asia. So those are 7 continents, and I'm going to review them with you just to help you remember. So this is North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Antarctica, Australia, Asia, and Europe. So now I'm going to color each one in a different color so you can kind of see where they start and where they end. And it's not going to be perfect, so I'll show you a real map later. So this right here is North America. Okay, so that is North America. Now I'm going to do South America with a different color. going to do Europe. Okay, the next one is Africa. And Asia, our largest continent. And Australia, which is our smallest continent. And I am just going to leave Antarctica white because it's pretty much all snow and ice. Okay, so now that we know where our oceans and continents are, we are going to play trivia. So I am going to read you some clues, and if you think you know what continent I'm talking about, raise your hand. It won't be over oceans, so don't guess an ocean, only guess a continent. Okay? Right. The first trivia question is, what is the driest, windiest, emptiest, coldest place on Earth? Which continent is that? Yes, that is Antarctica. We started off with a kind of easy one. It's very cold there. Good job. Okay. The next question. What's the only continent that has every climate? Which has tropical, dry, continental, moderate, and polar. Which continent is that? It's not Europe. What continent might that be? Yes, it is North America. Very good. Okay, so on this continent has the largest freshwater lake in the world. What continent is that? It's not Australia. It's not South America. Yes, it is North America. Very good. Okay, the next clue. On this continent, the Great Wall of China can be found, and it's over 5,500 miles long. What continent is this? Yes, good, it is Asia. Very good. Okay, the next question. What continent did scientists believe to be the place where the first humans lived? Yes, it is Africa. Very good. Okay, on this continent, the world's biggest cave can be found. What continent is this? Yes. Yes, very good, it is Asia. Okay, the next clue. Both of the world wars were largely focused on this continent. Yes, it is Europe. Very good. Europe is right here. Okay. On this continent, golf was first played in Scotland, and the first game of cricket was played in Britain. Both of these countries are in which continent? Yes, it is Europe. Very good. Okay. This is the largest continent. Which continent is this? Yes. Yes, it is Asia. Very good remembering that. Okay. So on this continent, a majority of the world's diamonds and world's gold comes from this continent. What continent is this? Yes. It's not South America. Yes. Yes, it is Africa. Very good. Okay. On this continent, the coldest natural temperature ever recorded on Earth was on this continent. It was as low as -89 degrees Celsius, or -129 Fahrenheit. Brr. What continent is that? Yes. Yes, it is Antarctica. Okay. This continent contains nearly 75% of the ice on Earth. What continent is this? Yes. It's not North America. Think about what continent is really cold. It has ice. Yes, it is Antarctica. Okay, here is some sweet information. Most of the world's chocolate comes from this continent. What continent is this? Yes. It's not South America. Good guess. Yes. Yes, it is Africa. Okay. This continent is around twice the size of Europe. Yes, it is North America. Very good. Okay, so on this continent, they have a festival called the Tomatina Festival, and it's celebrated in Spain and to honor the tomato. Participants of this festival have a huge food fight and throw millions of tomatoes at each other. What continent does this happen on? And we talked about Spain, so where is Spain at? What continent? Yes, good, it is Europe. Right. This continent has the largest desert in the world, called the Sahara Desert. What continent is this? Yes. Good, it is Africa. Okay, This continent is the home of the Nile River. What continent is this? It's not South America. Yes, it is Africa. Okay, this continent, during the winter month, it nearly doubles in its size. What continent is this? Yes. Good, that is Antarctica. This is the only continent that does not have any deserts. What continent is this? Yes. Yes, it is Europe. Okay, this continent is the largest island. And a reminder, an island is just a landmass that is surrounded by water on all sides. And this continent is also known as the island continent. So take a look at our map. Which one do you think might be the island continent? It's surrounded by water on all sides. Yes, it is Australia. Very good. Okay. This continent has the highest population. Half of the world population lives on this continent. What continent is this? Good, it is Asia. Okay. This is the smallest continent in the world. What continent is this? The smallest one. Good, it is Australia. Okay. This continent was named after the explorer Amerigo Vespucci, and I apologize if I said that wrong. But what continent might that be? It's not South America, but that's a really good guess because the name Amerigo is in that. Which leaves us with which continent? Yes, it is North America. Okay, so this continent is home to the largest river by water volume, the Amazon River. What continent is that? Good, it is South America. This continent is the home of the anaconda, one of the Earth's largest snakes. What continent is that? Yes, South America again. Okay, this continent is the highest waterfall. It's called Angel Falls. What continent is this? Yes, it is South America. Very good. Okay, this continent has the Vatican City, which is the world's smallest country. What continent is that on? Good, it is Europe. Right, this continent has the highest average income per person as compared to any other continent, and the highest average food intake per person is also greater than that of any other continents. What continent is that? Yes, it is North America. This continent has Germany, and it has London and Paris. What continent is this? Yes, Europe. Very good. Right. This continent has the world's highest volcanoes. What continent is this? It's not Africa. Yes, it is South America. Okay, the world's hottest place, Ethiopia, is in this continent, the country of Ethiopia. And it's the world's hottest place. What continent is that? Yes, Africa. Very good. Okay, this continent lies entirely south of the equator, and it's called the land down under. What continent is that? Yes, it is Australia. On this continent, the world's highest lake, which can be found at a height of over 3,800 meters, is on this continent. Yes, South America. Very good. Okay, this continent is the birthplace of many religions, including Hinduism, Islam, Buddhism, just to name a few. What continent might this be? Asia? Yes, good. Okay. This continent has Brazil, and it's one of the largest producers of coffee in the world. What continent is this? Good, it is South America. So the next clue or question is, most of the countries on this continent use a single currency called the euro. What continent? Yes. Yes, it is Europe. Very good. Okay. The next clue. This continent is the third largest continent in area, following Asia and Africa. Which continent is the third largest continent in area? It's not South America. Yes, it is North America. Okay. This continent has the Andes Mountains, and this is the second highest mountain system on Earth. What continent is this fact talking about? Yes, it is South America. Alright, last trivia question, so be ready. This continent is the second largest continent. What continent is this? Yes, it is Africa. Very good. Right. You all did an amazing job with trivia. Continue to study your continents and practice and learn your facts about each continent. And thank you for watching and learning with me today. I hope you have a good night.